Hello my friends, I am back and I want to talk to you today about something that I noticed that's been really bugging me a lot lately every time I am watching the news on MSNBC or other channels that are national channels on cable and even sometimes on your regular network television. The commercials that they show from pharmaceutical companies that are trying to sell you drugs. They're trying to sell you painkillers or something for your diabetes or high cholesterol, depression, anxiety, fibromyalgia, you name it. Any ailment at all, there's a drug out there for you. And it really is interesting to me just how these ads run and the frequency of which they run, the kinds of diseases, preventable diseases, which they are treating, and the amount of side effects that they are required by law to share with you at the end of the commercials, oftentimes even resulting in death. And it's just crazy to me to think about how we so often tune that part out, but how effective those drug ads are and how just crazy it feels that we are so used to that and so often, you know, running to the store or running to our doctors just as the ads will ask us to ask our doctor about that drug. It really bothers me that we are so inclined to be okay with that. Pharmaceutical companies don't care about our health and well-being. The information is there. It's just that we are so blindsided by the marketing and the way that our culture is a drug-driven culture. We miss what's right in front of our face. You know, it's kind of interesting. There's a movie out right now called Blind Spotting that actually deals with not the drug issue, but it deals with just that notion of missing something that's right there in front of you. And so it's really fascinating to me that these ads are so effective and just how we are so enamored with the latest drug to treat for this and that, and we have no sense of concern with the side effects. We have a side effect and we get a drug to treat the side effect from the drug that we're taking to treat something else, and that can be like a domino effect. But we're okay with that. It's just, it's common, it's what we are used to in this culture. That just kills me. And they win. And they are in bed with the Food and Drug Administration. The most fascinating piece of it all is how food actually helps to create these diseases that we are being treated for. You know, we're eating bad food that the FDA is saying is good for us to eat or okay for us to eat, and we're eating it at high quantities of fat, sugar, and salt, and then it's in turn making us ill, and then needing to run to the doctors for that drug intervention. That's a crazy cycle of ridiculousness, and yet it is what we do, how we do in this culture. Why? How do you stop that cycle? We all know, I think, deep down inside, but until you really come to terms with it and can admit our role in it as consumers, it just keeps happening. And so I get dressed in the morning and I sometimes have on MSNBC and I'm watching, trying to get a bit of the news, and every other commercial is from some drug company trying to sell you something to fix this or fix that. Am I the only one that finds that just insane?